Good evening and welcome to Northbeat. I'm Robert Holden. After years of progress, national anti-poverty advocates say this country is slipping backward, with more children and families now struggling to meet basic needs. And new local numbers from the Yukon Anti-Poverty Coalition suggest the poverty picture in the territory may not be what it first appears at a glance. Overall, the Yukon's poverty rate is 9.9%. That's because the poverty rate in Whitehorse is low at 7%. The rate is much higher in every Yukon community. In Dawson City, Watson Lake, and Carmacks, the poverty rate is approximately double. It's even higher in Ross River, where 1 in 4 residents experiences poverty. Experts say behind those numbers, there are people forced to make tough decisions every single day.
You're making a choice between groceries and rent, or a present for your kids to go to a birthday party. And it's impacting people here every day. And even just with the cancellation of the free transit program, like, people had a way of getting to work that was free for a long time, and now the funding is stopped for that. And we don't have that choice. So it's making it increasingly difficult for people to get around to get to work, for example.
Experts say it's important to keep collecting this data so that those numbers can inform policy decisions. If you bought your home through Housing NWT years ago, you could soon see the rest of your mortgage wiped away. The government of the Northwest Territories is expanding its debt forgiveness program, targeting homeowners who purchased through Housing NWT in 2007 or earlier. The housing minister made the announcement in Yellowknife today. To qualify, Housing NWT mortgage holders must live in the same home tied to their mortgage and meet one of 4 additional criteria, which include showing financial hardship. And for those who don't meet the forgiveness threshold, Lucy Kaptanis says they can still benefit from 0% interest on future mortgage payments through Housing NWT.
By taking the new approach to debt forgiveness, we are reinforcing our commitment to a system that is fair and transparent. Our goal is to support residents who are facing genuine financial hardship, while also recognizing the Northerners who have made significant steady payments towards their home.
Kaptanis says all Housing NWT mortgage holders will receive a letter asking them to meet with staff to discuss their options. The Arctic Winter Games are now less than a week away, and the North is getting ready. In the coming days, more than 2,000 athletes will arrive in Whitehorse from across the circumpolar world. They're coming from all 3 territories: Nunavik, Northern Alberta, Alaska, Greenland, and the Sapmi region. They'll compete in 20 different sports, everything from figure skating to archery, showcasing Northern talent on an international stage.
I was in the games in 1974, and our shooting team won the silver medal, the silver ulu, which I proudly display. That cultural component, it's kind of a big deal, and this is another value of this being a circumpolar event, is that it brings together these youth from right across the circumpolar north that get to really exchange ideas. They're thinking about their place in the world and so on. It's a huge opportunity for us.
We are actually live streaming every single sport. So that hasn't happened before, but all 20 sports will be live streamed, plus a cultural gala. And if you miss the live stream, you can also go video on demand. So if you can't get to one of the different competitions, or especially for our fans in the communities, we have 7% of our Team Yukon kids are from the communities. If they can't make it into Whitehorse, then definitely access that live streaming service.
All events will be free to attend. Opening ceremonies are set for this Sunday at Shipyards Park. In Iqaluit, members of Nunavut's ski team are pushing through tough training sessions for the Arctic Winter Games, even with less than ideal snow conditions. They say the challenges aren't slowing them down. Bianca McEwen has the story.
That's the sound of cross-country skis trying to glide in dry snow conditions in Iqaluit, or how 13-year-old Callum Goddard describes it.
The skis feel really sticky, like not enough glide, I feel.
When the snow is this dry, Goddard says you have to work much harder to push the skis forward. Just this week, coach Benoit Havard started grooming a few hundred meters of the ski trail for the team to train on.
This year is unique. I've never seen a dry condition like that at this period. We'll get snow, of course, eventually, and we'll ski until end of May, June maybe, but it's a long start. It's a late start.
Because of the lack of snow and dry conditions, Goddard says this year he skied 3 to 4 times in Iqaluit. But the team trains in other ways. In the summer and fall, they do rollerblade skiing and run 2 to 3 times a week. This year, there's also a new addition to training, the ski erg. 17-year-old Igamak Williamson Bathory is hard at work on the machine that simulates skiing and pulling with your arms. He says the machine helps build strength for skiing outdoors.
It works your core out a lot, and I find my calves kind of hurt after a bit too, but it's definitely a good thing to do inside.
The team also traveled all the way to Gatineau for the low-pet competition to get ski practice in before the AWG.
It's definitely a really good time to go down there because their ski season is around this time when we don't have much skiing to do, and it's closer to AWG, so we get to get some skiing in before our big competitions.
The team taking 2nd and 3rd place finishes there. The reality for this ski team is their training starts when the season down south ends. But Goddard doesn't see that as hurting his chances of doing well at the games.
I'm not too nervous because we got a little bit of skiing in Gatineau, so I think I'm ready.
Bianca McEwen, CBC News, Iqaluit.
The city of Yellowknife is working on a long-term plan for its water systems, one that's expected to be wrapped up later this year. But before going after federal funding, the city asked engineers to take a hard look at the system and flag what needs attention most urgently. The city says the most urgent upgrades are at pump houses 3 and 4. It's also planning to add another potable water reservoir at pump house 4. That's on top of improvements already identified at pump houses 1 and 2, where design work and regulatory approvals are now underway.
It's just aging, and not enough capital investment has been made over the decades to keep up with the failures that are occurring. So it's a bit of a bigger picture game, but we're doing our best to address it with obviously the budgets and the staff that we have. And
Greencorn says if the federal application is approved, Ottawa would cover about 75% of the cost. The latest round of work at pump houses 3 and 4 is estimated at $33.5 million. But even if that funding doesn't come through, he says these upgrades are too important to delay and would still move ahead as part of the city's capital plan. Prime Minister Mark Carney has signed multiple deals with India worth billions of dollars, a move that aims to turn the page on years of frosty relations. CBC's Catherine Cullen has more.
A display of friendship between leaders after years of tension and accusations between the two countries.
There has been more engagement between the Canadian and Indian governments in the last year than there has been in more than 2 decades combined.
From our very first meeting itself, there has been a new energy, mutual trust, and a positivity in our relations, said the Indian Prime Minister. Mark Carney and Narendra Modi announced a host of agreements for more cooperation on university research, AI, space, a partnership on energy, including gas and renewables.
Tremendous momentum. The tone gets set at the top. There's a lot of energy in the room, but the thing that India most needs is energy.
And part of this trip is the announcement Saskatchewan's Cameco will provide $2.6 billion of uranium to help India grow its nuclear power.
Good steps taken today, material steps taken today that benefit both countries.
Formal trade negotiations will also get underway with hopes of a deal this year. And the two countries agreed to further work together on defense, security, and law and order. Modi also accepted an invitation to visit Canada. It comes less than 3 years after Canada accused India's government of being involved in the assassination of a Sikh activist in BC, as well as a wave of extortion and violence the next year. Last week, a senior Canadian official told reporters the violence fueled by the Indian state had stopped. It prompted backlash from some in the Sikh community. Today, the Foreign Affairs Minister seemed to say the official got it wrong.
The words of the senior official are not words that I
personally would use. Carney's meetings with Modi went on for more than 2 hours. The Prime Minister's office says that was longer than planned, and Carney ran out of time to take questions from journalists. It means the Prime Minister left India, heading on to Australia without ever weighing in himself on whether the Indian government is still targeting some Canadians. Catherine Cullen, CBC News, New Delhi.
An African and Caribbean food store in Iqaluit that was destroyed by fire last year has reopened its doors. The loss was deeply felt, not just as a business, but as an important cultural space for the city's African and Caribbean communities. The CBC's Magnur Mubarak has more.
Very happy. I'm very, very happy. Yeah.
That's Ernestine Gela, the owner of Ma's Amazing Choice. Last year, she watched her store burn down. Its destruction marked the loss of a local business and a cultural connection for the city's African and Caribbean communities. She's happy to be back in a new location, selling items such as traditional clothing, fufu, and palm oil. Her products are ones not easily found in Iqaluit, and it helps her community stay in touch with their roots.
It means a lot to them because this is not just a normal store. Yeah, this is a store that, they find what they grew up eating. So it's very different. It brings back old memories, like memories from back home.
She says customers have been having a positive reaction too, including one from Kenya on opening day.
Came here and saw fufu, this particular fufu, and was just jumping and say, oh my goodness, I'm just going to cook this for my husband tonight. I'm just going to cook this. I'll surprise my husband with this tonight. So that made my day.
Another customer, Andy Orok, says it felt like going home.
I feel as if I'm in Africa because I see everything African here. I feel like in Africa, all what I need to eat back home, I can still eat it here.
He says it also feels good to look at the products.
When I see the product, they call for me, they come and take me to the kitchen.
To start cooking?
I put me in the pot.
Ernestine said rebuilding was hard, but the community's support kept her going. Now that she's back, she's happy again to be sharing her culture with Iqaluit.
They have everything they want in Nunavut. And I also want to share my culture with Nunavut and others who wants to experience it. Yeah.
Mahnur Mubarak, CBC News, Iqaluit.
Let's do this, guys. Getting ready for a game means being ready for anything. You have to be ready off the ice, too. That's why I remember 988, Canada's suicide crisis helpline. Anyone can call or text for free, confidential support from a trained responder. Like a spare stick, it's a good thing to have handy, just in case.
A claims program for harmed Canadians has begun as a result of a landmark tobacco settlement. If you smoked regularly before November 20th, 1998, and were diagnosed with lung cancer, throat cancer, emphysema, or COPD, you may qualify for a significant payment. To learn more, call 888-482-5852 or go to tobaccoclaimscanada.ca.
If you experienced harm while admitted to a federal Indian hospital between 1936 and 1981, you might be eligible for compensation. The claims period is now open. Free supports are available to help you submit your claim. Learn more at www.ihsettlement.ca or call 1-888-592-9101.
2 days after the U.S. and Israel launched airstrikes on Iran, the conflict has spread beyond the country's borders. State and non-state actors have been drawn into the conflict. Anna Cunningham explains.
Monday has seen hostilities spread across the Middle East and beyond. In Lebanon, the militant group Hezbollah has joined the conflict, a key ally of Iran, heavily funded by Tehran. Hezbollah launched missiles and drones at Israel. Israel has responded with airstrikes. These, it says, were focused on the southern suburbs of Beirut. Heavy smoke was visible, seen rising from areas known to be under the control of Hezbollah. Israel also launched fresh strikes on Iran, describing them as a broad wave of attacks on the heart of Tehran, where smoke was seen rising. Iran has continued its missile and drone strikes. Saudi Arabia and Qatar have both reported hits on oil and gas facilities. In Kuwait, black smoke was seen rising above the area around the U.S. embassy. Earlier in the day, 3 U.S. fighter jets were mistakenly shot down over Kuwait. That's been described as a friendly fire incident by military officials. All 6 crew members ejected safely. Elsewhere, loud explosions were heard in the United Arab Emirates, in Dubai, and in Qatar. Officials said 2 Iranian fighter jets were shot down. For a second time in 12 hours, fighter jets were scrambled in Cyprus at RAF Akrotiri, a British overseas territory on the Mediterranean island. 1 Iranian-made drone hit the base with limited damage and no casualties. The others were reportedly intercepted. Greece has now confirmed it is sending 2 warships and 2 F-16 fighter jets to support security on the island. Anna Cunningham, CBC News, London.
In health news, we don't think of high cholesterol as a problem in children, but the Canadian Pediatric Society is now recommending all children be tested for it. As Lauren Pelly reports, experts believe it could help prevent serious health issues later in life.
Good thing. Healthy eating is important to this Edmonton family. Mike Heathcote has a genetic condition that causes bad cholesterol to build up inside his arteries, and it passed on to his 2 kids.
They had a healthy, active lifestyle, just normal kids. If you didn't do the test, you never would have known.
That test was simple blood work to screen for high cholesterol. It gave Heathcote a chance to get his children on statin medication early to protect them from heart disease later in life.
Hopefully when I'm 40, 50, I won't be at the same stage as someone who might have not caught it.
The Canadian Pediatric Society is now calling for all Canadian children to be screened for high cholesterol between the ages of 2 and 10 years old. Researchers say 1 in 300 Canadians has familial hypercholesterolemia, or FH, a genetic condition that causes lifelong elevations in blood cholesterol, starting in childhood. For 9 in 10 people with FH, the condition is undiagnosed.
If we don't treat it, the risk for early heart attacks and strokes is dramatically increased in these individuals.
Treatment ranges from diet and lifestyle changes to lifelong medication.
It is easy to diagnose and easy to treat, and we just simply are missing it.
Sometimes, if we're very successful, we can actually reverse diseases before they become actual problems that we have to medicate people for.
Some countries already have widespread screening programs, but doctors here warn it could be challenging to try and get more children to have their blood drawn.
That's going to be very hard to do. They're not readily available in clinics out in the community. Children don't like getting their blood taken.
Still, this family says it's worth it.
There's literally no reason not to take the test.
And one good reason to have it done, staying healthy for years to come. Lauren Pelly, CBC News, Toronto.
You might expect artificial intelligence to take away jobs, but there's something else that AI is gobbling up and making it harder for you to get or afford your next tech device. Jenna Benchitrit has more on that.
Making AI helpful for everyone.
The artificial intelligence boom is devouring the world's supply of memory chips. A shortage that could soon drive up prices and delay shipments of laptops, smartphones, and other electronics.
We've seen this huge
growth in investments in AI data centers, and that is kind of sucking all the oxygen out of the room.
There are just 3 major manufacturers of random access memory chips, or RAM, which is one of the main hardware that powers most devices. All have shifted their focus to the AI industry, which needs more powerful chips for their servers.
They've reallocated a lot of their capacity to the newer and more profitable high bandwidth memory segment.
Faced with that higher demand, those manufacturers are now charging higher prices. One RAM kit sold in Canada cost below $150 last September. By February, the same kit was priced at nearly $500. Even Apple CEO Tim Cook recently warned that memory prices will go up significantly, and that the tech giant is considering a range of options to deal with it. The gaming industry could be hard hit too. Investors worry that could lead to delays and price hikes on new consoles from Nintendo and Sony.
As we approach that, they're certainly formulating multiple strategies right now, and a lot of those strategies will involve price increases.
But one U.S. company that builds modular computers says to avoid increasing its customer prices, it's selling memory from its current stockpile at cost.
Even for us as a manufacturer, being able to source memory from suppliers has obviously become both much more challenging and much more expensive.
For now, many electronics companies say they're managing their stockpile of memory chips, but that will likely hold them over just until the end of the year. Jenna Benchitrid, CBC News, Toronto.
Interest in geoscience is slipping across the country, but in the north, one university is trying to reverse that trend. At Yukon University, the Earth Sciences team has built an interactive online tool that lets students explore glaciers, ice fields, and even volcanoes, all from their laptops. It's a virtual window into northern landscapes designed to spark real-world curiosity. Take a look.
We live in a place with so much amazing landscape, geologic story, and history, and so much to tell and teach about. So we think the public has a lot to learn. And you know, across Canada, it's recognized that enrollment in geoscience programs is lower than we'd like it to be. And we have a lot of geology-focused jobs here in the territory and across Canada. So this is one of the ways we thought we could provide some geology outreach and education that would be accessible to a wide group of people. So, you know, whether that be students or the public looking to learn more about the landscape in the Yukon or outside their back door. We have virtual tours on this website where they bring you right to the spot. You can rotate 360 degrees, click on a lot of content and learn about the site. For some of the locations, we've also brought back samples. So I have, you know, some hand samples in front of me, and we will do imagery around these samples and construct 3D hand sample and mineral sample images that when you're using the website, you can manipulate those 3D images, and it's almost as if you're holding it in your hands. With a handful of our virtual tours, we've also modified them so that they can be viewed using virtual reality headsets, which is something we're really excited about. So we've taken the content that can be used in a virtual reality space and created tours where you can actually put the headset on and you can interact and really immerse yourself in the landscape. And we really like this feature because physically you can move your body and look around with the headset on, and it really feels like you're standing on the ground at the site looking at the outcrop or the rocks that are there or the geologic features that are there. There's definitely people out there who maybe don't have the ability to access or mobility to get out there at all. And in that case, I think this is, you know, about as good as you get to replacing that experience. For a geoscientist, someone who goes out in the field, they often love the aspect of being out kind of, you know, in that rugged natural environment and hiking and kind of the physical experience of that. And of course, looking at something from your computer screen or even wearing virtual reality goggles isn't quite the same, but you know, second best to being out there, I would say.
And that is Northbeat for tonight. For news anytime, head to cbc.ca/north. Thank you for watching. I'm Robert Holden. Have a great evening.